What you laughing at? Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she need it now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull master. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey.
What's the deal, people? It's your boy, the one and only, your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain. Cause they me for my opinion. Back at y'all with another episode. Make sure y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. We back again. Got my boy in the building, co-host of the co-host.
Man, you already know what it is, cause I'm done saying my name on this shit.
Look, we got Messiah in the building. We got my boy Shope back in the building.
Y'all know what's happening, folks.
We got the homegirl Bree back in the building.
Yeah.
We gonna get right into it. We ain't finna waste no time. As y'all know by now, this shit trending everywhere online. If you haven't seen it, incident took place in Chicago. I think it was a pizza spot or a burger spot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's get to the clip before we even talk about it.
Get your food! Who? Get the go? Who? Hey. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Man down.
Down goes Frazier.
Man
Oh, that was the shot, huh?
Yeah,
that was the shot. So I think dude's name was Jeremy Brown. They called him the Knockout King.
From the Hundreds
He
out there in
didn't
Chicago.
even knock old girl out, but he got into an altercation with an elder woman over I don't know what, because the video didn't show what initially started the argument. They got into a verbal dispute. He wound up punching her 2-3 times. Her 14-year-old son came in the shop because they showed another angle. He walked in with the blick. Once he seen dude punch his mom, boom, he hit him. I guess dude ran out the shop. Little man chased him down and finished the job. You feel me? So the charges just got dropped. A couple of the politicians over there in Chicago was in the uproar saying that they're promoting vigilante justice. In my opinion, we need more vigilante justice in situations like that. Because there's a whole lot of Zimmermans walking around that need some vigilante justice. There's a whole lot of everything going around. But before I get my take on that situation, I want to get y'all take on it. So who want to start it off?
Go ahead, Shope.
Shit. I believe that was a crime of passion. I believe the young cat, his last name is Hood, 14-year-old. I feel like he did what any typical 14-year-old would do if he had a gun and he seen his mother get punched in the fucking face by a grown-ass man. And it was other men in that fucking store who didn't fucking break it up. They'd rather record, rather just like, hey, bro, chill. It's not even that serious. Whatever the shit could have been about, could have been resolved over just talking it out. But that nigga want to be gassed up over a woman, which I think is some cowardly shit. But crime of passion, I feel like the nigga, went for a burger left with wings, my nigga.
They said he came for a burger and left with wings. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How you feel about it, Bree?
I think that the little boy did what he needed to do. I know if I had a son, I would want him to protect me. If there's a grown man around that wasn't doing so, that's another topic that needs to be discussed about niggas putting their phones out before they helping women getting their ass beat in certain situations or any kind of deadly situations. I think, some people should be more better Samaritans, honestly. But yeah, I think I'm for everything that's happening. Like the nigga getting killed and the charges being dropped.
And his name is Knockout King, and he couldn't even sleep her.
You get
what I'm saying? I call him a knockout angel at this point.
Man.
They say he the first nigga to put it on his granny, then wake up the next day and meet it. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's deep. They going crazy with the jokes online.
What about you, Messiah? What's your opinion on it?
I just look at it. Cuz was hella pressed over the food. Cuz was like, really get your food. Cuz was really that mad. I don't know what Cuz, but he had to be mad at the world at that point. But,
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, man, the 14-year-old kids do what they're supposed to do. Protect your mama at all costs, by any means necessary. Yeah. It's too much. You only can be raw, uncut when it comes to that situation. What nigga is really putting their hands on an old lady? You being black on black at that. You want to whoop on a black old lady over some goddamn chicken or whatever the fuck y'all was getting in that bitch.
He was charged.
You know what I mean? The son did what he was supposed to do. I'm more for street justice than anything. So the young nigga did what he was supposed to, and that's what it is.
All right, my take on it. Number one, Shorty did do what he was supposed to do. Lil man did what anybody should do seeing their mother get assaulted. But I will say this, though. The situation is, the mom is kind of to blame, because at what point do you stop arguing with a grown man when he's literally telling you, hey, if you say one more word, I'm knocking you out. And you still in this man's face arguing. Yeah. He could be in the wrong, you could be in the right. It's a lose-lose for you. You're not whooping the man. See, women got to stop arguing with grown-ass men. Let men address men. If you can't, if your husband ain't there, if you ain't got a husband, walk the fuck away.
Facts.
I don't even care if you in the wrong. Walk away. Because you ain't finna knock him out. You see how irate he is. Like Messiah said. There's something deeper than food. For a nigga to tell somebody grandma, somebody mother, hey, I'm finna knock you out. He dealing with something else. And so at this point, you gotta be like, you know what? It ain't even worth whatever we arguing over. We in a fucking pizza shop. Why you arguing with this man? And you got your son here. You in the rack, so you don't even know. He fuck around, pull a blick out, anything. So I feel like she could have resolved the situation by just walking away or stop talking to the man. He dude literally said 50 times, look, lady, just get your food. At that point, she should have been like, you know what? Cool. Got her food and got the fuck on. And talked about it another day. So now you put your son in the position where now he gotta, I don't know how this is gonna affect him. I mean, everybody ain't it. He 14, he just caught a body, he just killed somebody. I know all of us is like, yeah, he caught a body, but everybody ain't built for that. You feel me? Especially at 14. It's grown men that have caught bodies and it haunted them for the rest of their fucking life. So ain't no telling what that's gonna do to him psychologically now. It might turn him to a killer now. He might like that shit.
Bloodthirsty.
He might got that thirst for blood now. So it ain't no telling. So ladies, it is always a lose-lose for you arguing with a man in public. Leave that shit alone. Walk away. Go get another man to address him. If there's no man there, leave that shit alone. You're gonna lose every time. Just thank God her son had a gun on him and it was legal. I think it was her gun that was legal.
She was registered,
yeah, it was registered. So they wind up dropping the charges, which shout out to whoever dropped them charges, you feel me? But I see them like, oh, they promoting vigilante justice by dropping the charges or whatever the case. Man, check this out. Some situations call for vigilante justice. Like all that waiting for the fucking prosecutor and the system to give up. Nah, fuck all that. Sometimes you got to take actions to your own hands. But again, ladies, just walk away. It ain't worth it. You somebody fucking mama, probably somebody grandma arguing with this young cat telling you, I'm finna knock you out. Why are you still talking to this man?
Yeah, my man got no fear. But I'm saying, I know niggas be hungry, but I'm saying, don't go out over no chicken.
Yeah,
it ain't that serious.
But
yeah.
But I'm not putting all the blame on her because dude out his fucking brain anyway for punching her. Like, bro, come on, it ain't even that serious. Whatever you dealing with, you could have walked away as well. Don't put your hand on no fucking, well, I ain't even gonna say don't put your hand on a woman. If one put her hands on you, hey, it's fair game. But just arguing, control your emotions. That's a prime example of a man that's overly emotional with no control of his emotions. He let his emotions control him and he got his ass packed up. Had he controlled his emotions, he could have just walked away.
Went home. Been
alive. Whole situation been avoided. So it's all just about controlling your emotions and not letting your emotions control you.
It go back on both ends, like you saying, though. Like, the women ain't no telling what she done told that nigga or got him fired up or triggered or whatever the case is. He feeling like he'd knock out artists, like y'all said. So he probably thinking like, who the fuck she talking to? Oh, I'm saying, so it's like,
get your food, man.
Do you think it's gonna be any kind of consequences or repercussions on that 14-year-old boy now since they living in Chicago?
Man, it's possible, but ain't no telling.
He may have a little homie or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
He might got a little homie. I'm not even gonna get too deep into that because we know how Chicago is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and the mama or whoever she was, obviously she wasn't scared, so she probably know people too. So
they better move. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah, because you see the family, they like, look, right or wrong, whatever. That's my people. It don't even matter at that point. Like once you get to that point and blood is spilled,
it's a wrap.
If you got people that's like that, they gonna want their get back. It don't matter, right or wrong. They gonna want their lick back.
Or not, she better get her baby up out of there.
Yeah, it's a possibility you can get slid on, even though you in the right. It's happen every day. So. You is right about that. It can be repercussions coming from that.
Respect the black grannies out here, the mamas, man.
Yeah, for real.
It, man. All that
Pac
shit,
said it, man. We gotta protect our black women.
Yeah, he definitely was a weirdo for punching her, but yeah. Came for a burger, left for wings. That shit crazy.
That shit deep.
Man, yeah, look, let's move on to another topic. Bree got some topics. We gonna get right into those. But I was trying to cover, some current event shit. Are y'all up what's going on with the Pusha T Jim Jones shit?
Nah, I heard Pusha T.
I heard both songs.
How you feel about it?
I feel like to an extent, I'm not. The rap beef it reminds me back in the early 2000s with the Jay-Z, the Nas's, and all them. Not saying that they beef is to that extent, but I guess for people that's real hip hop fans, it might be good for hip hop because everybody friends in hip hop right now. Yeah. So to have a little Pusha T, and like I say, I feel like Pusha T think that's an easy kill when it comes to lyrics versus him and Jim Jones. So that's what my take on it. But I don't even know why they beefing, to keep it G.
I think why they beefing is because I think Pusha T was basically saying Jim Jones is looking for a Drake feature. And Pusha T is on that nigga bumper like, bro, you're not even worth that feature, bro. Like Jim Jones, you're not even on that level for Drake to even fuck with you and some shit like that. I think that's where it stems from. But I think Pusha T all top it will lyrically kill Jim Jones. I don't even think they in the same battlefield.
Jim Jones getting better though. Coming dropping some little heat.
Jim Jones busy.
Y'all don't remember
Jim
Ballin'?
busy.
Come on, we can't go back to that.
Hey, shout out Stack Bundles, Free Max B, because they wrote that.
Yeah,
but
man.
a lot of people don't know that. Shout out Stacks, rest in peace, Stacks, Free Max.
Who is it? That's who Jim Jones mimic his whole style from.
Yeah, he low key got his whole swag from Stack.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. But Jim, like he said, Jim has been getting better. Like I heard both songs. Jim low key up 1-0. To me,
he hang out with Mano and Fab.
I'm not even.
That's what I'm
Y'all
saying.
keep running bars by them niggas.
Nah, but even then, I'm just saying lyrically, he has, if you like you said, from Ballin' to now, Jim Jones has exceeded his expectations of where people thought he would be in the rap game right now. He's still actually relevant and been on a lot of features right now.
That nigga's relevant because he was on Love and Hip Hop, bro.
You can call it what you want, but he's on songs with niggas.
Bro, Jim is a part of Dipset, nigga. That's hip hop history.
Dipset is not in the top 3 groups, my nigga.
You out your brain.
So
top three groups of what era? Top three groups of
2000s era.
Genuine is better than Dipset, bro.
But
what era? What era?
It don't even matter
What
what
they
era.
hot?
Hold on. We finna get
Dipset
into
is
that.
not in no top 3 era in groups, my nigga.
Hold on, we finna get into
Let's
that
go,
next.
bro.
Trust me, we finna get into that next. I want to stay on this real quick because we finna get into that next. But
Let's go.
I think what the beef stemmed from, Jim had an interview. I think he was at Hot 97 or one of them radio stations, and they asked like the top 50. I think and Push's name came up, and he was like, "Bro, ain't top 50 or none of that." Like he basically was like, he ain't up
Name
there.
a Pusha T song that we all know.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's like, I'm better than him. I guarantee the fans know more of my songs than his type shit. I think Pusha seen that and threw like some jabs at him on the song. And then Jim came back with his response. And I'm like, damn, his response was low key. He was low key kind of gas for Jim Jones because he's not a lyrical nigga, but Jim got other attributes that make him dope. Like, you feel me? So
his ad libs and shit.
honestly,
like that,
when I'm comparing both tracks, Jim up 1-0, in my opinion. Now today, there was a response leaked online from Pusha, but people are saying it might be AI. It might not even be him because he didn't really say nothing about it, but it's online. He was low-key gassing, going crazy on that motherfucker. But they saying they don't know if it's him or AI. So I can't judge it until he come out and let us know if it's him or not. But right now, I got Jim up 1-0. So, hey, it is what it is. But about your topic, because
about the groups?
Yeah, because an article just came out. Billboard named Outkast the greatest group of all time. Agree or disagree?
I disagree for sure. I disagree. Outkast is raw, but I can't call them the greatest group.
I think they say that because of Dre.
Because
Andre
Andre
3000.
Because he everybody at least top 5.
Yeah, but you can't say that that's considered the greatest group.
He most niggas top 5.
He ain't in my top 5.
Not mine either.
I know, but I
know what you're saying. They say lyrically,
he's
dope
though.
And he come like once every 5 years, do a verse.
I think that's what it is.
How many times you getting in your car and playing Andre 3000?
His last solo album was Love Below, right?
On my shit.
It wasn't a solo album, but it was.
He really get play on my Apple Music. I ain't even gonna hold
I'm
you.
not saying that. I'm just saying how often you jumping in like this what we slapping.
Are you talking about Outkast or just Dre by itself?
No.
Dre 3000 by itself.
Andre or whatever. Outkast got some hits. I'm not taking that from them. Like I'm not saying they weak.
The question is,
but the greatest group of all time is that.
They said Outkast is the greatest group of all time.
I think for that era, maybe.
No,
I don't know about all
I don't
time.
even. What era was that? Because I can't even say
They
the era.
like late 90s.
late 90s, early 2000s.
They
Mid-nineties,
came in like
mid-nineties.
early to mid 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mid, because they was on market.
They was home down the south. That's what
But they said of all time, so it don't even matter when they came. They said they're the
I
greatest
don't know
group.
about all time. They great.
I'm gonna tell. I disagree. Number
No.
one, because first of all, they broke up, so there's no way you the greatest group, and the Locks is still together. The Locks never broke up, and the Locks came about the same time or maybe sooner. So it's just no way to say Outkast is the greatest group ever. They don't have enough cultural influence to be saying that. Like when G Unit came, nigga. I don't
There
care
we
where
go.
you was from.
Man.
You was trying to be like the niggas.
I was honorary.
If you was a young nigga,
Sure.
And they had everybody represented from Junior. You had the East Coast, you had the South, and you had the West
And you
Coast
had
when
the
Game
West
was on
Coast.
there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So everybody felt
Just the
part
way
of
they
G.
hit the scene, you
Yeah,
couldn't
G-Unit was
you
It's
couldn't
never-
walk outside without hearing 50 Cent G-Unit on in
Facts.
any
Every nigga in
car.
that wife beater.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
facts,
saying.
yeah.
Every nigga that, because I was an honorary member. I was honorary.
Listen, you
member.
couldn't tell me I
Alright,
wasn't
Olivia.
50, nigga. I had the white
Nah.
do-rag with the fitted cock, nigga.
I feel-
Look,
I had the shoes, the boots, nigga. I walked in the house thumping with the boot. I was really an honorary G-Unit member.
But
Then-
nah, yeah, but the Outkast, salute to Outkast, but I can't give y'all that title.
yeah, shout out
Like
to
you said,
Outkast.
the locks are still relevant to this day, still doing their thing. It's a lot of groups, too many groups. But a lot of groups don't stay together, if that's how we counting it.
No.
Shout out to Outkast, but man, you got the Locks, you got G Unit, you got Dipset. I'm just talking about like just cultural influence, like Dipset influenced the world. Like just from fashion to slang to everything. And they
Yeah.
still doing it today. Cameron with his
Cameron,
pot, like,
yeah.
I'm
bro,
saying, but did you do Rockefeller count? Because they was in the era.
no, they count.
They
Yeah.
have, but they have
So-
groups within the Rockefeller, like the
Yeah.
Young Guns. They have
I
all
mean,
kinds of
yeah,
niggas
nah,
up in
no,
there.
but
I
I'm
feel like
just
we not even touching cats like shit, nigga. The Dog Pound. We not talking about
Dog Pound.
Bone Thugs is the only group that I can think of that got a song with Biggie and Pac. You get what I and Easy E. Like I'm saying, we gotta start bringing up the West Coast. That's why I be feeling so passionate. I feel like niggas be sleeping on the West.
West
You
Side
gotta eat-
Connection.
You get what I'm saying? West Side
Yeah.
Connection. You
NWA.
get NWA, my nigga, and West Side Connection went hard on the East Coast. They was one of them niggas going hard against the whole East Coast. You get what I'm saying?
Dog Pound was a problem.
Remember New York, nigga.
Dog
Shit,
Pound was a
213. What's Snoop?
213,
East Siders. Like, let's just
yeah.
be real.
Snoop had a
They-
lot of groups.
And then we
Yeah.
got shit, you start talking about the South. You got the Ghetto Boys with Scarface, and you know what I'm saying, all of them. You know what I mean? It's groups out there that can really get it. It's just really about what resonate with your soul. But Outkast is out there, but me personally, I don't think they're the top group.
Hell no. It's
I
no,
don't think
it's
they're
no,
the top
it's no
group.
I don't know no young niggas who was outside like, y'all
No.
want to be like Outkast.
Because
like,
you had Cash Money.
Oh,
Yeah, you had
damn.
Cash
God
Money.
damn.
You had no limit.
No limit.
Come on,
man.
bro.
Yeah, facts.
It's too much. It's too much out there.
Man, for
Yeah,
real.
I respectfully, I disagree with
That's
the
a,
Billboard.
that's a hard even like to even figure out who
With
is though. When
anybody.
you add
Well,
all them groups, all them fire ass groups up, it's hard to even determine who really was the firest one though. Like there is some because there's some heat.
It depends on what you're
It's-
judging it
yeah.
by. Are you judging it by the music? Are you judging it by
Influence
of the
influence, the impact, 'Cause
Well, I mean,
Ain't the greatest group supposed to be all that?
It got to
stuff?
be all,
They
yeah,
gotta
it
be
got to be
all
all
that.
around.
the whole package?
Yeah, the whole
it's-
package. How you
We
gonna
didn't even mention
the
Wu
Roots?
Tang, and
Oh,
I ain't
yeah, Wu, yeah.
Wu Tang is
Facts.
crazy. It's niggas out
Yeah.
here that still think they from Wu Tang and never
Yeah.
even met them niggas. So
Shit, I
Wu-Tang's
remember
crazy.
niggas in the projects and Wise, nigga, they swear me down. They thought they was from New Orleans, my nigga. The way them niggas was talking, yeah, whoa-de, woo-de, woo-woo-woo.
Yeah.
I mean, they
So like
still
you said,
do.
we said Cash Money. I forgot about that because the East Side, everybody named mama used to put foil in their mouth,
Facts.
walk, talk like they was right from the South.
See, a lot of niggas from Watts, they peoples originated
Came from the
from
South.
That's
over
what I'm
there.
saying,
They,
like-
they landed over there. That's why they got that influence.
That
But
part.
yeah, it's just no way to put Outkast the
Yeah.
greatest. Like it's just no
Who
way.
even be coming up with that, man? Because I don't feel like that
White
be
people.
us.
That's not us.
Exactly. Yeah.
That ain't us.
Black people wouldn't.
We need to start making our own award shows. We need to start making our own fucking magazines, all the other shit.
Well,
that
we
these
used to
motherfuckers
have it.
doing.
The
We
BET
used-
Awards turned into the source.
Yeah,
Nah.
Benzino.
The BT Awards, they,
It's a source.
shout out to BT Awards. They did their thing, and they brought Chief Keef back after they banned
Shout out
his
Tyler
ass,
Perry.
man. But I'm just saying, we just need more our own shit to be voted on.
Look, rest in peace, Justo Faison. If y'all don't know
Oh,
him,
yeah.
he used to host the mixtape awards. After he died, the mixtape game pretty much died. But I felt like that was the pinnacle of rap when everybody was just gassing the mixtape from Fab to Wayne to 50. Like it
Yeah.
introduced so many greats. And I feel like that's when we had more control of the culture. Rest in peace, DJ Drama. You feel me? We need to bring like that aspect of it back. Cause like he said,
John.
I mean,
You
not
like
DJ
DJ
Drama.
Drama? You
DJ
mean,
K-Slay.
K-Slay?
Look, I just said rest in peace, DJ Drama.
I'm like, damn, he just.
Hey, no, I'm thinking of the Drama King.
Yeah,
my
nah,
bad.
K Slay, man.
Yeah, K-
Rest in peace,
We
K
was big
Slay.
on K Slay with the mixtape.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Like, nigga, I was listening to Pat Poose in 05 when niggas didn't even know who he was. Like, who the fuck
Man.
is this nigga rapping ABCs and shit? But yeah, Alphabetical Slaughter. Rest in peace, Justo Faison. Rest in peace, DJ K Slade. We need to get the culture back under our control. Where we naming this the greatest. Like, y'all don't tell us what's the greatest. We decide that shit. But yeah, respectfully. Moving on.
Now, what else you got, Bree? What you had?
Oh, let me get my phone. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, Bree got some shit. She got some shit she got to get off her
While you
chest.
looking
Let's
up, then,
talk
can I
about
ask
it.
y'all a quick question then?
Yep.
Who's your favorite kid? While you looking up, who's your favorite group right now? Just if you have to just put like an album on or whatever the case, who's your favorite group that you can just think of right now? Like, okay,
Right now?
let's go. Older, it could be past some new, just something that you know that's go.
It depend on my mood, honestly, bro, because I was a
You on
big-
your way to the gym right now. What you about to bump?
It's going to either be G Unit or D Block. Like that old D Block.
What's yours?
Man,
The locks.
that's tough. That's tough. You said just
On your way to the gym.
right now.
I'm gonna just
See,
if you on your way to the gym.
my gym music is different because for sure I can have the East Siders in, but like he said, G Unit, you can't go wrong with Babe for
Can't
Mercy.
go wrong.
Man.
Jada was like, when I was 10, Jada was like the first CD I ever had. So I'm like big on Jada, like a Jada fan in the lock. So it's kind of hard. So I can't really just
What
say,
about you,
man,
Breeze?
I'm
Gonna be
probably
TLC or something?
No.
Escape.
Yeah.
No, I fuck with all my R&B for sure, but I fuck with G Unit. They was my niggas. For
G
sure.
Unit did it.
G Unit did it. G Unit
They
did it. And B2K is right next.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say G Unit, but just for my, I'm gonna say Tupac and the Outlaws. I ain't gonna lie. One of them albums, that shit slap, my nigga. They just go hard for me. That's just my opinion. Though.
Cutters want to say pot.
Yeah,
but
nigga,
we got it.
Nigga, you don't know
Cutters.
about nah, this nigga go Pac and
They
Outlaws.
wasn't
You
really
ain't
a-
shit without your homeboys, nigga. I know.
They wasn't really a group, though.
Yeah.
Outlaws was a group.
Nigga,
but
they hit
Pac
him up.
and the Outlaws
Nigga,
wasn't
Tupac
a
and Outlaws
group.
was gonna hit him up.
Yeah, but he didn't get that much to where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna
No,
just
they
slap
did, but
these
nigga,
niggas.
they album still slap though.
It was all right.
What you got for us, Bree? Because you got some
Okay.
shit you got to get off your chest.
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is I guess the double standard of why black women judge black men for dating outside their race, and we don't do the same for black women when they do it. So I don't really know why all women do it. I just have my opinion on why I do it. Why like it don't bother me. Not that I do believe black should be black, and we should stay within our culture. I do feel strongly about that. But the reason why I don't get like all up in arms when I see a black woman with a man that isn't black is because I'm single and I date black men only. So it's in my head, it's just more niggas for me. Not like that, but like that in a in a better term. Like my options are already few when you talk about homosexuality. You
In
talk
jail.
about incarceration.
Incarceration.
You talk about all that, and you just talk about then there's a whole new category of men who just don't even want to be in relationships. You know what I mean? So when you think about the men that are available to me, they're few and far between. So when I see a woman that don't see the goddess in y'all or the God in y'all, let me say, I'm sorry, and love y'all for like the way I love y'all, then it's like, okay, bitch, you don't give a fuck. Like the nigga that she possibly could have had, I could possibly have. Is that's how I look at it. That's why I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? But so that's really just what I wanted to. I don't know what the other women feel about it, but I know that's what my feeling is. So it's like they are equivalent to lesbians to me. I look at women who don't date black men as lesbians. Like, you out of here.
So you
outta
saying
here.
you disagree with the double standard? You agree or
I
you
agree
disagree?
You
with
basically
it.
saying why they don't get on the women the way they do the men.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't. So it's not that I don't agree or I disagree. I deeply feel that black people should be with black people. You know what I mean? But I don't. When it comes to black women dating outside their race, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? It don't bother me. Just like when I see women that are homosexual women, it don't bother me because I look for y'all. You know what I mean? Black men is what I sought after. So it don't bother me that these bitches don't want y'all. Like I got it over here.
So
I got
it's
it
not
here.
affecting you because
It
like I don't
affect
date
me.
women, so
I
they
don't
do
date
what you
women,
do. It
what
don't
you
matter.
do, and I don't date outside my race. So it's more black. I got more of options out here. That's how I feel.
How y'all feel about it?
So I'm gonna say I do agree with agree with date within my race as far as my loyalty. I can't be down for the black cause and for the black empowerment of my own kind if I'm hugged up with a snow bunny. straight up, because I'd be like contradicting myself, because at the end of the day, her fight, her cause is not the same fight as my cause. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, she can support, but she would never know what it's like to be a black man, let alone just a black woman, anything like that. So all she can do is be my support. If I was to die, if I was to marry that woman, she'd get my benefits, and all my benefits would technically go to the white race, because she's not going to do anything for my side of the family or the black race. So I feel like it's a disloyalty when you date outside your race, if you choose to really take serious, have a baby or get married outside your race. So if you're really down with the black cause, date inside your race, period.
Okay, now what about if you already had kids? How do you feel about it then? Like, say it's an interracial mixed couple. Like, okay, you had a black baby mama, but then just like, you know what, this shit didn't work, and then you start dating outside your race. Then
me
you view it the same. My race? Yeah, no, I mean like just period. Because you said like you want to keep your wealth or whatever.
Yeah,
within the black race. Do
I have kids with that? That outside the
No, you got black kids.
Yeah, I got black kids.
But then now you're dating outside your race. Do you view it the same or is it different?
Yeah, you again, because that person doesn't know what it's like to be black. At the end of the day, she doesn't. It's underlying things that's as black people. It don't matter where you from. We already know what the deal is. So if we in the car, you got that hat on, I'm like, hey, nigga, police behind us. You already know, nigga, take it off or kind of square it up. You get what I'm saying? It's certain things amongst our culture. It's already underlying written in our household, whether it's my mama, your mama, and we all grew up in different households. It's certain things that we already know within our culture that she don't even know, or that white man or white woman don't even know. So certain underlying histories and certain things that they don't know, they won't even relate to us. So that's why I feel like it's too much teaching. It's teaching involved. I'm not here to teach. We got to change.
Sorry.
Nah, y'all can go because because this I can get to rambling too much, because I can look at it from a spiritual standpoint, and I can look at it from the views of black men, and I can look at it as some people probably don't even. There's some people that don't even view black, white, or whatever the case is. They view us just like, we all humans. Yeah, exactly. So everybody don't view it that way. And then a lot of black people hate themselves. So it's hard for them to even deal with each other because they hate themselves in the damn first place. So I can look at it from many different ways. I'm for black on black, but I'm for whatever you be happy with, because I look at it from, like I say, relationships from more of a spiritual standpoint. You're going to connect more on a spiritual level than you is when you do with just because I'm black and whatever the case is. We might not be for each other. The same way they say, if you got a red cup, a blue cup, and a green cup, and inside that cup is all the same, you put a water in all them cups. All the water is the same inside. So regardless of the color of the shell that we looking at, from white, black, or whatever, your soul is still going to be the same. So that's where you go connect that. And if you're not consciously right within yourself, it don't matter if you with a black woman or a black man, the shit is not going to fucking work. And 9 times out of 10, I think relationships is more about growing with each other and learning. You learn these lessons to grow. If I'm growing and you not growing, then it's not going to work. We still going to separate regardless. So I'm not going to get too much more on that. I'm not going to judge you if you go for whatever you go for. But just know when you're dealing with them white women, when you're dealing with certain things, be careful what you're dealing with. Because like you say, all of them ain't for us. It might be some. I ain't going to speak on all of them, but you know what I mean? But I can say the same thing for damn near every race. And my own experiences. This ain't just anybody else's viewpoint. This is my own.
All right, let me get my view on it, because I date interracially. And interracially ain't, like, when black people say interracially, we automatically just say white. Like, bro, you could date Asian, you could date Hispanic, you could be dating Samoan. Like, it's all type of races you could be dating. Now, I will say on the topic of having kids, automatically I knew my kids had to be black. Like, there's no way I would be able to have a biracial kid, because it's too much that come with being black to add something else in the mix. And not only that, it's like, it would be like mating out my own race, because if I have an interracial kid and they decide to go with the opposite side of their race, then they have a kid. Now, my grandkid got less black in them than my kid, and then what if they go with that side? So eventually down the line, you'll switch the whole shit around to where my bloodline ain't even black no more damn near. So it was always that aspect. So I always knew when I had kids, like, I had to have black kids. But as far as dating interracially, I would say date who's for you. Like, it really don't matter. Like he said, you're going to connect on a spiritual level. Just because you black and I'm black don't mean we finna connect. As we see, we the most dysfunctional right now. We can't even get along. Is black versus black. Is black men versus black women. And men are finding, dating out, they're getting better treatment. I mean, it just is what it is. The women in some other cultures treat us better. This is why a lot of men are dating out. So when black women are saying, well, damn, why are all these guys dating out? It's like, why don't y'all sit back and analyze how they're getting these fucking guys? A lot of these women actually study men. A lot of these women were going to classes on how to get men, literal classes. Imagine telling a black woman, take a course to figure out how to get a man. What you think would be the reaction?
They would feel appalled. They would feel like, they'd be like, what the fuck?
They'd be disgusted.
Yeah.
They don't, you can't say you want something, but then you don't value it at the same time. Because I feel black women don't value black men. You go to white women, they'll tell you they belong to white men. You go to Hispanic women, overall, they're going to tell you they belong to Hispanic men. Asian women, you go to any other race, overall, they feel like they belong to our race is the only race where women feel like we don't belong to you niggas.
So, but most of them women, they be happy to praise and serve they men. Majority of what we deal with is not always like that. I'm not saying black women don't do that, but they're more of what a man can do instead of doing and then letting that man produce what he wants to do for her also.
So just how y'all always try to y'all do hold women accountable for the us choosing. Like, if I gotta fuck the baby daddy, I chose that nigga, right? Mm-hmm. That's how y'all look at it. So y'all ever thought about, like, maybe y'all haven't chose y'all partners right either? Because I know a lot of black women that value their men. Yeah, like, just like y'all say, the law of opposites all the time. Like, for every certain amount of women that won't, or a certain amount of people that won't, there's people that will. So you can't assume, like, maybe, mass majority black women don't, you know what I mean? And we always can say that, oh yeah, white people, we're not white. We don't know what the fuck they really doing. We know the couple white bitches that love y'all, that fetishize with y'all, that's to say that they all gonna value y'all because y'all ran into the few bitches that do. That don't mean that all the white women is out there sucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry dick right and doing because they divorced just like we divorced. You know what I mean? So you can't just assume you in a culture and you know what the fuck they doing over there. Yeah, like, so we all just assuming. Second off, I know that I got most of my friends are married and they value the fuck out of their husbands. I know that
they're black, right? Huh? They're all black?
They're black.
Okay.
And I do have one friend who been married for 17 years and her husband is Tongan. So okay. So
some old niggas.
Some old niggas.
Some old niggas.
So he has the same values pretty much as, I mean, their culture is different, of course, but the values he has as far as their marriage is black. But other than that, like, so I know that if I had a relationship with a black man, I know that how I am as a woman, I study my nigga. I make sure I know what my nigga like, what he wants. Like, I know that. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. Like, how you guys talk about the baby mama, the over 30, this and that. But what about the woman that is over 30, out of her prime, technically speaking, but don't have children, is now warped into this whole city girl mentality and still know how to submit to a man and know how to keep a man and know how to do all the things that a man supposedly want or need or look for in a woman? Like, where do she lie? Like, because I'm her and I want to know, where do I lie in that? Because we talk about everything that don't always apply to me, or women. Like, I'm not the only girl out here that's over 30, that's single, that don't have children, that, I got my shit together, but not to the point where it's like, oh, well, I don't need a man to help me. No, I need a man. Okay. Like, 100% need a man. You know what I mean? And that don't mean I need a man to take care of me and pay for my nails and all that goofy shit. I need a man in my presence. You know what I mean? I want to come home to masculine energy sometimes. And you know what I mean? I want that, and I don't have that. So what do I do? Like, where do us women go?
I believe definitely start stepping out your comfort zone. Start going like to seminars to like NACA, like home buying things where men that are trying to get better with themselves, like trying to buy a house, go to job fairs, stuff like that. Outside the club, outside like the turn-ups and stuff like that, start stepping out your comfort zone, which you used to going to. Go to poetry, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Poetry readings and things like that. Just go somewhere different where you may be out your comfort zone, and then you have to adapt to what's going on around you. And then you can find something to try something different instead of going to a Sunday fun day.
But I don't see it. don't get Sunday Funday misconstrued. I don't go to Sunday.
No,
Funday
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in
saying,
general. But
like I need to put that because people always assume too. Because I'm understanding.
well, do you go to any of those
go-
places that I just knew?
No, I don't go. I don't know to go to those things.
Yeah,
like,
but that's what I'm
'cause
saying.
not
If we
looking
had
at
these
my house
conversations,
at the moment,
but if we,
so.
but again, you don't have to look to buy a
so I
house,
know- so I'm
but
saying
just
that
be
never
around.
was my
Yeah, just
thought.
be
Yeah.
around that energy, because then it's
Absolutely.
like, okay, you see these guys trying to better themselves and get their shit together. That's
Mhm.
the type of men you want to be aligned up with, because that's what you're looking for.
And you're right. You're 100% right. And the misconception of, this is my own disclaimer, that everybody who goes out, my Sunday fun days be Sunday fun day. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do hookah, I don't do none of that stuff. I don't take niggas back to my house. I literally go out because I like to get dressed. I like to have fun with my
Look
friends,
good.
and I like to go back. I'll be back in the house by 10. You know what I mean? That's like that's why I go. I don't go to the clubs or to the day parties to meet niggas, and that's not that. I go there to really just have a good time with my friends and do social things. So
Perception
that's
is
just
reality, though. Like,
That's
if
true.
if a nigga's seeing you outside all the time, he's gonna have a preconceived judgment regardless of what you say you do or don't do. So it
Mhm.
doesn't matter. So if 100 males is seeing you out all the time, they're like, oh, she always outside. And they're gonna think whatever they want to think in their mind. It doesn't matter. But I say the same thing to everybody. You gotta do the groundwork on yourself. Be working on yourself. It's just like many times you chase things and they run away from you. So if you're doing the groundwork on yourself, be the energy you wish to attract.
Right.
Be those things you want coming back your way. And the more you putting that out there, at some point it has to come back. But the more if you forcing certain things or doing certain things, and my take, it's gonna usually run the opposite way. But the more you putting into yourself, the more you pouring into yourself, the more you're gonna get that's gonna pour into you.
Yeah. I do the work, but I got more work to do for sure. I'm not oblivious to that. You know what I mean? I be trying because I get sad and mad and upset at myself, but I be really out here really trying to do the work, like internally. You know what I mean? That shit hard though. You know what I mean? It's really hard, but I be trying my hardest to do it.
What about the villain? What you got to say?
Bitches gotta. I'm glad you said that because I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Bitches got to do this.
I ain't gonna tell. Listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm gonna answer both questions because she said me personally and women like me. So for you personally, I know you personally. So unfortunately, you timed yourself out of the game. I knew you when you were in your prime. I saw the way you acted in your prime. You fell for the trap. You was out here loving the benefits. You was running around, no intention on settling down at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just the age-old thing of you just learned the hard way.
I lose.
You snoozed and you lost. 'Cause, like literally, I knew you. I saw you. I'm like, damn. So I know what you asking for now, you had action at. And I know for a fact it done crossed your path a couple times. But in your young thinking mind, you like this shit gonna last forever.
But-
and it didn't last forever.
But do y'all know
timed
that
out.
like this? Like I tried to say this last time. Like this way of thinking is new to our urban community.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
this whole
I can
like
say that.
y'all men having a platform to let us know what men been. And I get y'all say, oh, men been telling us, but we gotta. Yeah, some men been telling us, right? But then it's been like we listen to our fathers and we have uncles and whatever the case is, and then we have our parents and our moms and our aunties and our whatever. They've been instilling us like. Be young in your 20s. Go have a good time. You ain't gotta settle down yet.
That was terrible
You can
advice.
it's terrible, but we didn't know that it was terrible because they was making terrible decisions. We didn't know. You know what I mean? They instilled those terrible decisions on us. We didn't know. Now we stuck. I can't take back the hands of times. I'm over 30 and I can't
This
control
is the
the fact
thing,
that
though. The world does not owe you understanding. So just because you did not understand, you are not exempt from the outcome of your actions.
Right.
It does not matter if you didn't know.
Right.
It's just tough. It's just tough. So for your personal situation and women like you in your situation, it doesn't matter if you're doing the work. It doesn't matter if you don't have kids, you don't feel that. Unfortunately, the market tells you where you're at. So now you got to swallow your pride, swallow your ego, do a real gut check and look in the mirror and go, what has the market been showing me? Regardless of how I feel about myself, regardless of what my worth, I feel what my worth is. What is the market showing me what my worth is? And then you got to go from there because what happens is women have overinflated sense of ego and they overestimate what their value is and they don't even know what men value. So when men start telling them, hey, we value this, now I got to look in the mirror, really check myself and go, damn, men value youth. My youth is gone. Most men want kids. I'm damn near 30.
I got kids.
No, I know you can have
Oh.
kids, but what I'm saying, you're on a biological clock as well. So if I'm 30 in my mid 30s, I'm not looking for a woman in her mid 30s or early 30s to start a family with. I'm gonna go a little bit younger. Most guys, I'll say, go like 7 years younger. Take your age, divide by 2, add a couple years, bam. That'll be around the age. So already you got those two things working against you. So now the type of man that you want, some of the men ain't on your checklist no more that you did have when you was 19 or you was 20 or you was 25 when your list was like this. Now that shit's chopped down in half. So now you got to look at your list, what it is now realistically, and decide what would you be happy with, or fuck happiness. What would give you the outcome that you want? Because women still see this list that they had when they was 19 and go, I still want that guy at the top. That shit over with. It's done. It ain't coming back. I don't give a fuck how cute you jazz yourself up, how much therapy you go to. That shit's done. It's over with. The hands of time working against you as far as that goes. There are exceptions, but most of y'all ain't the exception. Most of y'all is the fucking norm. And like he said, perception is reality. Even though you might not be outside doing what you do, you might want to stop being outside so much. Or if you is going to be outside, don't post like you always outside. Because like he said, even if somebody was like, damn, she is on my radar, but god damn, she always outside. Now preconceived notions are being built because I know what
She
women
the fun
do.
girl.
I know what women do when they outside. So if I see you with all these fun girls, you are not about to tell me you running with this pack of hyenas, but
And
you a
ain't-
fucking
yep,
dove.
Yep.
You a
Facts.
dove that fly with the no,
Yeah.
you're a hyena too.
Yep.
Like, come on, we not finna play. Like, sheep
Yeah.
and lion don't mix. Like,
Like they
you feel
say,
me?
birds of a feather flock together, my nigga. Boom.
Birds of a feather. So women like you, unfortunately, have to face reality. And reality is your options aren't what you think they are.
How you know what I think they are?
No, I'm not saying
Oh, okay.
you. Now, I'm speaking in general
Okay.
because we can all just speak with women. We speak with women every fucking
Yeah.
week. We can go online. Women say, I'm not settling. How are you settling? Like, I don't understand. What women don't understand is a lot of these guys is settling for y'all. And that hurts to hear, but it's real. So it's not settling, it's coming to reality. Like, you know what? These are my options now. Pick from those. Because a lot of women can get a guy today. It's just not the guy they want. Or the guy that they feel like they're not better than. Or that they feel they're better than. This guy will probably provide a happy lifestyle, the lifestyle you want, but in your mind, he's not the creative player that you got thought of for yourself. So a lot of women got to come to that realization.
I like the fact Bree doesn't come with baby daddy drama either, and kids. That is, I'm gonna say that is a strong plus. It may not be as glorified in viral eyes, but I do believe for the most part, you don't come with baby daddy
I
or
don't
kids.
feel no drama.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's a big plus right there because a peace of mind for a man is a big deal. Think about it, nigga. Dealing with some badass stepkids or some shit like that.
A peace of mind is a big deal. I just think like we can always go back to the social media thing as fucking people up in terms of what a successful relationship is in somebody else's eyes. Like you seeing people taking trips, you seeing people doing certain things, you like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be having, or this is how I'm supposed to be living. If I'm with my man, we're gonna be doing this and doing that. And they set themselves on
You
a
gotta
fucking
work for that.
yeah, but they put themselves on a pedestal.
Like that shit gonna come overnight.
Yeah, but it's not reachable because they had to put the work in to get to that point. You know what I mean? So people
shit
want
don't
demands of stuff that's not putting work in on that.
That genie, that microwave shit, like it's gonna happen instant. Like,
Right.
okay, once I get a man, automatically we're going on this cruise or we're going on this flight, we doing this and that. Nah, you gotta work for that. Ain't that man that's gonna do all that for you? Like you just said, what do you bring to the table? Are you qualified to get that man that's on top of the list that you had when you were 19 or 20, 21 years old? You not on that same pedestal if you 30 something.
But even then, if you build with a man, he's gonna be more quote unquote loyal that y'all want than a nigga that already got the bag. A nigga already got the bag does not have to do nothing for you.
You're a toy to him.
Yeah,
You're
but
a
if
toy to
y'all
him.
build something together, y'all bringing in two incomes, y'all making money, y'all investing, y'all doing what y'all do, that's gonna last way longer than something that's just you just what they call a rental.
But look, this is the thing though. It's like, okay, we understand women wait at the finish line and pick the winners. We're not mad about that. That's life. That is what it is. If you want a certain type of a woman, you gotta be a certain type of man. Every man on this planet walking knows, hey, if I want that supermodel chick, I better be able to provide that supermodel chick lifestyle. And if I can't, I might as well not even waste my time. Because even if I get her, I can't keep her. So if I want a woman that's on this status, I gotta be a man on this status. Women, y'all just gotta come to the realization. You're not on that status if you don't have that lifestyle. I don't give a fuck how good you feel about yourself. If reality is not showing you those results, that's not your lifestyle. That's a pipe dream you selling yourself. That's never gonna come true. What is reality showing you your lifestyle is? You can possibly get to that lifestyle, like he said, let's build together and get to that lifestyle together. But you just waiting on that lifestyle to just fall in your lap, it's not happening. That's a lot of women problems. They just have to
lonely
face,
millionaires just go scoop you up
just
on all the women in the
face
world.
reality. Like some shit is over with in life. Like it's done as far as that goes because you cannot dictate the market. Men want what men want, just like women want what women want. And the men who are in the position to get it, they're gonna get it. And the women who are in the position to get it, the men are gonna give it to them. If you're not in the position to get it from them, it's a pipe dream. You're gonna die with that dream. So a lot of women gotta wake up. But yeah.
Let's go to something
What
else.
else you got?
Yeah, we
What else
spent
you got
a long
for us?
time on it.
I know we did.
That was a good one though. I
Yeah,
know it was.
it was some gems in there for sure.
Sound it out.
Ah.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about Black women chasing European standards of beauty, while Europeans are chasing Black women standards of beauty simultaneously.
Switching it up.
Break it down. Break it down. What you mean
So
by that?
basically, like
Black women
us
getting their
Black
hair
women-
straightened.
not just the hair thing, because it went way beyond the hair years ago. So like now I've noticed, especially on social media, you got like this cookie cutter look. Every woman in the media, especially, has like this whole like plump lips, high cheekbones, extremely small waist, like extremely big boobs, and whatever, whatever they picture they taking, everybody taking to go get their bodies and faces altered. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, since when do Black women run to go look like Black women? Like, we are naturally those kind of people. You know what I mean? It was, what's the lady that was back in the olden days where she was having big ass she was a like a
that
fucking
mama.
freak show.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like having a big ass booty was not a thing. You know what I mean? Remember when white men value just they white women with square ass Britney Spears bodies and big ass titties?
No
And,
lips,
you know,
call
pretty
it soup
face.
cooler lips, all
they-
type of shit.
we got talked about having full
Yeah.
lips and having big butts and having thick wide hips. Now everybody wants it. You know what I mean? And then we got men dating women who are not Black but look Black. You know what I mean? Like that was another part of the whole interracial thing. Like y'all, a lot of men, not every man don't want a Black woman, but the men who don't want a Black woman, they go out and date women who look like Black women. You know
Because
what I mean?
she probably don't come with that attitude.
There's no way they don't. There's literally no way they don't. And all Black women don't have an attitude. First of all. Second off, they absolutely do.
Bro,
Because once a woman adopt the Black culture for what it is, they come with everything. When they take a ride on a city girl train, they want everything that come with it. They want to be Young Miamis and they want to be, they want to talk like us. They want to wear. Ain't no way a bitch that ain't trying to be like one of them bitches is wearing long ass nails and box braids and all that. And come on, they got the attitude.
Look,
They got
I want
attitude
to hear their answers, but a disclaimer: if you're gonna date interracially, date the ones that reflect their race.
Exactly.
Like it don't make no sense to me. Like she said, you're gonna go date interracial, but you're gonna date a white girl that act Black, or you're gonna date a Hispanic that act Black. Like just get you a Black woman at this point.
For real.
Same thing with the women, because what I noticed with the women, when they chase other, like, I got the white boy. He got a hairline like a Black nigga. He dressed like the Black nigga. He's basically playing a Black nigga. He listen to rap. Oh, he got seasoned. Like, just get you a nigga.
Like a stud.
It don't make sense.
Having a wig is crazy.
Yeah. If you gonna go to the other side of the tracks,
You gotta go to the other side.
Go to the other side of the tracks.
I feel you.
You feel
Because like
me?
when a white man date Black, a lot of times when white men date Black women,
They get the darkest of the dark.
one with the natural hair, and you know what I mean. They date them because they want the Black woman. And for some reason, it don't be the same.
Lupita looking women. Yeah.
But how y'all feel about her initial issue?
About the
Okay, I found this on
shit. God
Check it out.
about us. Basically, so the initial question was us
Like
dating.
basically, how you feel about Black women? Like you see it too. Like we all see a date. Like
How the
running
Black
out
women
and
are
go
changing
get-
to the European thing. That's self-hatred for the most
Yeah.
part. I love the natural beauty you have, the better it is. I feel like it. Of course, even if you have to throw a weave on, you get your eyelashes and all that shit done. I mean, that shit cool if you want to do that shit, but for the most part, the natural, the better for me. You know what I mean? If you throw a weave in your hair because your shit ain't long enough to do a style with it, then do it. But personally, that shit don't make or break me. As long as you ain't bleaching your skin to make you lighter, that shit
Maybe
don't
that
phase
too.
me. I know, but now, see, that's my cutoff. If I'm dating a dark skinned woman, like if she like chocolate and I think your skin is beautiful, don't put no skin cream on there to make your skin lighter
It's
so you
the
feel like
skinny noses for me these days. Like, I don't know
Oh, the
where they
Michael
get these
Jackson
little
nose? Yeah.
these little Barbie noses from. It crazy, but
How you feel about it?
Man, I'm an original black nigga. I love black women.
real.
But the same things that you saying right now, ain't black women doing the same thing. So y'all mad about these other races, but
that's
black.
what I was talking about black women.
I know. So, but I'm saying like it goes both ways. Like y'all said, don't date somebody that's
Oh yeah.
whatever the case is. If they trying to look like something else, and then it's a lot of black women trying not to look black.
Yeah.
So it don't make no sense to me. You're not finna see no black women not rocking the natural. She'll never come outside like that. You know what I mean?
Some of them do.
Man, what's the
Some-
percentage you
It's
seeing
called
of black?
natural.
Man,
It
no,
is a natural hair
Huh?
care.
No,
thing
go
now.
to
What
like
are you talking about?
like a neo
He-
soul.
When I
he-
say
he-
the
the
like
majority.
An natural, you
Look,
the
this
afro.
what,
like
yeah,
the
when I
majority.
said natural, I mean an afro.
yeah,
This what I
afro,
mean. Get
yeah.
y'all blackness together.
I know.
But-
No, but some
I'm
women
just
don't
saying.
have that type of texture. You know, some could be the little half breeds. You know what I'm saying? They can have
No.
that curly
And
shit.
that's another thing.
And
Sidebar.
look, y'all saying with some women, I'm speaking on the women that's putting on everything like these other races. Like you just said, putting on the hair, putting on all the extra shit. They're not embracing their blackness. Then they're to the point where they're ashamed of the qualities of a black woman. Like you said, they're going to change everything about themselves. So not just black, but that's just women, people in general. So that's how I'm looking at it. But
Look, this is how I feel about it. Social media influenced the world, literally. Social media brainwashes everybody to think the same. So the whole look like a black woman thing is when the superstars and the celebrities started doing it, a la Kim K. You know what I'm saying? Because she
Facts. She
really
started it.
was the poster
Yeah,
child
she
for
is.
trying to look
They was
black.
in the BBL. They want that.
And then everybody went crazy and started calling it the Kim K. No, it's not the Kim K. Kim K trying to look like black women because black women are the prototype for beauty standards in the world. I don't care what you say. From the hips to the ass to the
Thighs.
full lips, the thighs, historically was always black women. Now with the food being modified and shit, everybody thick now. And more women being in the gym, everybody is starting to look like black women used to look when you guys were the only ones walking around
Black
with the
women.
big asses. You feel me?
my bad. Just not
No,
to
go
cut
ahead.
you
Go
off.
ahead.
Black women, love yourselves. Every
Yes.
race wants to be like the black
Yes.
woman.
This is a
Yeah.
fact.
The black woman was the first thing here.
Yeah.
Get
Y'all the
your
most
shit
beautiful
together.
things on
Yeah.
earth.
This is
Y'all
a
the most
fact.
beautiful thing on
But
earth.
what's blowing my fucking mind and grinding my gears, like she said, is the black women going out paying to look black. Bitch, you already black.
High
You already got the
cheekbones
full lips, but you going to get the lip filler. That don't make no sense. You already got ass, you going to pay to get more ass. That don't make no fucking sense. It's people paying to get what you already got. Mind you, these was the things that they laughed at us about. You got a big ass, they laughed at you. You had big lips, they called them soup coolers. Now everybody wants them. Like I said, social media changed the dynamic of what the world accepted as beauty. Because before it was just what you saw in the magazine. They said your European standard of beauty was the standard of beauty. And people was blinded by that because they had nothing
Blonde
else to
hair,
see.
blue eyes. Yep.
Because
Yeah.
they control the narrative of the media. Now with social media, you can't control it. The shit is everywhere. It don't matter. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, fucking Rumble, TikTok, like it's everywhere. And you got Fashion Nova, all the models look the same. So everybody wants that look because they see guys in the comments lusting over these looks and they think, well, damn, I need to look like that. That's gonna get me better results. Not knowing these guys is lusting just to fuck. Majority of men, when you see their wives, they don't look like them. Who's coming to a school meeting with a bitch with these lip fillers and these ridiculous asses, thighs don't even match? Like nobody's going to the company Christmas party with this. This is why I call it a rental.
She's a fun
we
bitch.
can go to Miami.
Yeah.
You the fun bitch. Let's go to Houston. Let's go to Miami. Let's
She
go
can come to the
overseas.
section with the homies and you feel me? Y'all look
Make
what
it
I
look
got.
good.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
pour champagne
Yeah.
on. Like, come on. That's all you good for. But when it's time to be a mother, it's time to start bringing you around coworkers and
Family,
business
the
and
family
family.
function. Yep.
Them family pictures. Bitch, you ain't finna be in it with all that fake plastic shit. We finna go get the real woman. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop playing.
True.
Black women love y'all motherfucking
Please
selves.
do. Please.
I'm tired of that shit.
That's gonna go
Cause
viral.
it be hard. Like not like I mean, as a black woman who love myself and who is a part of social media, like to get in and who's natural. You know what I mean? Has besides my hair, but everything else, is natural. So like to be on Instagram
Yes, sir.
every day to see, like, like damn, like, I've got this crush and this crush like a woman that don't look nothing like me, and then they got the, all that shit is difficult. You see every woman, there's like one look.
I disagree.
these
I
days.
know, like your skin, y'all winning right now.
Yeah, social media has helped.
Nah, I
women.
get what she's saying. She's saying like if she likes a male and he's liking something that's not her
Yeah.
prototype, then that's affecting her.
But I'm saying
off of what he
That
likes.
shit, I'm saying, like, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like, this is why I always say, like, and this is a side note, just like why I don't like kids on social media, like that. That's
No,
I
I
think
get
that's
it.
because
It changed their
as
thinking.
as a grown up, you know what I mean. That shit get difficult to just be on that shit on a regular.
But
basis.
it's a type. It's men that actually lust after your type. If you give them a chance, it's
so
men that.
dark, we all know, you dark, y'all I'm dark. We all dark. We all know that this shit just became a thing for us. Well, dark men probably I was a little bit
90s. Shout out
90s.
Wesley.
But I'm
He
saying
kicked
like,
the door down.
but like for dark
Wesley
women,
kicked the door
for
down
dark
for
women,
niggas.
we
I've
still
been
have
there
a,
since they birthed me.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, and we wasn't no look.
I
We
wasn't
became a
always
look
there.
via social media when people started to like see us in a different light. But when it's narrated by the white man or certain type of big media outlets, they wasn't advertising us in no great way. You know what I mean? Black women. I'm like even more because I'm like the black woman. I ain't kind of got a little bit of weight on me and I got a gap. Like girl, you everything that bitches ain't trying to be. You know what I mean? So but I'm saying, like, I said it to say that, like, it's hard to get on social media every day and to look at women that don't look like me. You know what I mean? And to look at myself and to keep the confidence within myself without feeling like
Y'all gotta purge from that shit, and y'all have to realize
I
social
heard
media.
from it, but I'm just saying that it's the
No,
truth.
but this is where women go
Yeah.
wrong. Social media is not reality, and y'all don't understand men. This
Man,
is the
they
disconnect.
don't.
Yeah.
It does not matter. Like women, like, oh, my man be lusting over this woman, and she don't look nothing like me.
So
Do you
what?
understand? A man's palate is from A to Z. We're not like women. Women got a type, and they just key in on that type. And if you ain't that type, you ain't that type. We got types.
We want to go
for different things.
Boom, boom, boom.
We got wifey types. We got late
Levels.
night creep types. We got jump off type. We got types from A to Z. There's no just one prototype. So just because he's in the comment lusting over some Instagram thought doesn't mean that's what he would want a wife.
Yeah.
This probably something he just wants to experience. It's visually appealing. Damn, I want to see what that ass do. I want to see what that
We're
pussy
men,
do. I
we're
wanna see
visual.
what
We
mouth
want to
do.
see visual shit attract us. But that's like he just said, it's basically levels to it.
Right.
And you got to understand, just because you wife material, everybody now lusts after you. It's the level to it. Guess what? You on a pedestal.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just because a nigga lusts after her, that bitch may not even be happy. She
Right.
getting all these likes. And everybody want to do is fuck, but nobody gives a fuck who she really is inside.
Exactly.
And on top of that too, I call Kat because Keisha Cole, before she fixed her teeth,
She
had a gap.
and she fixed
And
it.
she looked beautiful with
And
that
she
red
fixed
hair
it.
with the gap. Nigga,
and
she was bad.
fixed it.
But
That-
what I'm
that was
saying is, but men
insecurity.
was loving
That
that,
was
shit. But
insecurity.
Nah, but another thing
And
was
it's not fixed. Let's say that.
well, you get what I'm saying.
Closing the gap is not fixing the gap.
But the gap,
Closing
she
the gap
looked
is
to me. She
closing the
looked it
gap.
better with the gap, with the red hair, than she does now.
Yeah, I think so too.
majority, even when it comes to majority of women, if y'all listen to yourself and the way y'all think, the most things they do is find everything wrong with themselves. I never hear women talk about nothing good about themselves. As soon as they get in the mirror, this ain't fitting right.
Unless
this don't
they get
look
that
right,
BBL.
This don't do right. Even with that BBL, man, nigga, they still finding something else. That's why they getting more surgery.
Mhm.
It ain't just that BBL.
Well,
It is.
I got a friend, she gets plastic surgery, and she told me, so like she told me when she first got her breast done, she said she was leaving her
Recovery.
little post-op and she said like as she was leaving, the doctor was looking at her like, oh, your chin, you should get your and she said she didn't even never noticed in her whole
He
life.
made her feel insecure
her chin
about
was
that
messed
chin.
up, and she said, and she came to me like, I'm like, nothing wrong with your chin. So she went to go get her chin done, even though there was nothing. So basically, the doctors are that's where they make their money.
Nigga,
so
that's
they
that's their
find
hustle.
insecurities in them,
They-
into you. So like these bitches leaving the table getting all this kind of surgery because the doctor done told them like, yeah, your nose a little crooked or your
Of course
teeth a
they
little
are.
wrong,
But
so
look,
this or
it's
that.
crazy because the same thing we say when we say people get a lot of that stuff, it stems from insecurity. But they'll argue us down.
No,
But let
definitely
it.
stems.
I'm just saying. But let a doctor tell them,
Mhm.
and they gonna
Jump,
believe them.
run
Yeah.
to it.
Even though
And,
they
all,
take their
and
money,
even
they do
though
it.
we telling y'all the truth, but he milking y'all for y'all
For
bread.
money.
Yeah, he gonna play on your emotions. He
Yeah.
know you coming, what you coming in here for.
Yeah.
So that shit is crazy. But
Look, there was this article I just seen, just to switch gears a little bit,
Mhm.
and it says, women are happier single than men.
As a
Women,
single
women
woman,
are happy
I
being
call
single.
cap.
Oh yeah, I seen
Like
that.
how you
Yeah, I
feel
was just
about
talking
that? Just
them.
being a woman, you know what I'm
As
saying?
a single woman, I call cap.
Yeah, why you say that?
I mean, well, me, I'm gonna speak for myself personally. 'Cause I don't know what all these other single women are. It's not fun. Like it's not like it was fun and to like I think single is cool, but when it exceeds a certain amount of time, it's just like all right, enough now. Like jig's over. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely like on some jig's over type shit. Like I could do without being single right now.
When did it stop becoming fun? Like was it an
Um,
age thing or like what? At what point did it stop becoming fun and it was like, you know what, this shit gotta end?
So for me, when I started to dread going home,
That pillow don't hug back, huh?
not even
Ooh.
I mean, getting somebody to hug me at night ain't an issue. That's
Nah.
for like anybody, not a woman thing, not a man thing. Just anybody could get somebody to come
So
in
what
and
is it
occupy
more
that
having
bed.
somebody that really
It's just
really
like-
fuck with you?
Yeah, like and I also started to realize that I was picking up masculine traits, like unintentionally. You know what I mean? I started to notice it with my own self. And I realized that I was triggered by, so people say like, it's not Valentine's Day that triggered me, but it was like last year, not this year that came, Valentine's Day made me sad. And I've never been sad on Valentine's Day a day in my life, right? Because my mom's birthday is the next day. So I always spend Valentine's Day, anytime I was single, shopping for her, right? And one day this last year, I was just like, I was like, I'm gonna give myself, doing this little self-love thing, right?
Oh
And
yeah, that's
So that shit didn't work. So I woke up, went to the couch. I literally from 9:00 in the morning to 10:00 at night, I did not move off the couch. And the moment I got up to finally clean up the house that I was supposed to clean up on the 14th, I cried my eyes out. And
reality hit.
It wasn't about love. It wasn't about it was more about like
Companionship.
I felt like, dang, I ain't never had nobody go hard for me. In my whole 33 years of living and outside of my parents, of course. So I'm gonna say last 15 years of in my dating life. You know what I mean? Even being in a relationship, I never had nobody like really like value
This is
me in
for
a way
you,
that
yeah.
So it's like a reality. Like, damn, I'm 33 years old. I
Have
don't
you
have
ever
no children.
given anybody the chance to go
Absolutely.
hard for you?
Yes.
Because to say that nobody went hard for you, I would call cap. I don't believe that. I believe it's dudes that did present
It
the
wasn't the man she
opportunity.
wanted.
Like, hey, I want to go hard for you, but I think like you was having so much going on.
Yeah.
Being in your prime, you probably either didn't see it.
I fumbled a couple niggas in my prime.
That's what I mean. There's no way you finna tell me.
So what I mean, like
nobody
somebody
ever went
that I
hard for you.
connected with. Let me say that. Like somebody that I was genuinely as into as they are into me. Let me say that. If that makes sense. Like I wanted him just like he wanted me. Like, we dated each other, we was with each other. Like somebody in that case. Not nobody that liked me and I didn't give him a chance, or nobody I liked that they didn't give me a chance. Just somebody where everything was mutual. At least I thought. You know what I mean? So it was just like, and then I noticed that like I don't like sometimes I just want to walk in my house and kiss a nigga, like tell him about my day and talk to him and things like that.
You basically reinforcing everything that I always say.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to get the guys' take on it, on how they feel, because my mind might be a little lengthy. But how do y'all feel about women being quote unquote happier single than men?
Bro, that's just some internet rhetoric that they're trying to promote to make the single women that are single
Feel
less
good about
suicidal or something, my nigga. Whatever the case may be, it's rhetoric, my nigga. It's bullshit, my nigga.
Yeah,
We're meant for companionship, especially the older the women get. Don't know women want to, and again, don't know women want to be home alone, especially on Valentine's Day, whatever. Holidays and shit like that. You want that person. You want that companionship. You don't want it from no dog or no cat. You want it from a human being. You get what I'm saying? So that's bullshit.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
They trying more tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
just to see how many dumbass women they can get to start promoting it for them.
Ebony K probably wrote this shit.
Yeah, I know. You bitch.
But even then, I don't know, cuz. It is what it is. These bitches act like they happy being single, be single. All I'm saying, if not, then do what you do. But I don't care enough for that shit. If women act like they want to run around and do what they do, that's on them. When they wake up and the wall hit them, That's on them.
It may be a defense mechanism for a lot of women who are out of their prime and can't get a man.
Can't
Of course,
get
yeah.
a
maybe
It's coping.
maybe they just have to settle with. I'm happy being
The
this
number
way
one
because
thing they
not.
always
There you
say is, I can have a relationship that I want, but I don't want it right now.
No, I
Bitch,
want
that's
mine
the
right now.
equivalent of a man
Facts.
saying,
If I had it, I want
I
it.
can get $1 million right now, but I don't want it right now.
Like,
I'll get it when I'm ready. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That
But
don't
I
make no
say
sense.
the same thing. We the only ones that go against nature as humans. Everything else in nature sticks to what it's supposed to do. Trees grow with trees. Lions get
In the pride.
they do what they do. Animals get together. If you put a male dog and a female dog in the same vicinity, they going right after each other. It ain't finna be no act like they don't want to be with each other. So it's just it's more bullshit than we
Yeah.
are made to be with women,
Yes,
and women
we
are made to be with men.
Facts.
So to sit and act like people don't want that, they capping.
They can't.
Yeah, see, the problem with that, issue with that is the animal kingdom, they operate off instinct. They don't have free will. They don't have choice. So they operate perfectly how they're supposed to operate, how they were programmed. So they program trees, program to grow. When you when it's water, they
Yeah, they're
blah, blah,
already in
blah.
harmony.
It's already in harmony
Yeah.
with their inner fucking
Like they
program.
DNA, yeah.
We have choice and free will. So this is where humans get the fucking up. And this is where you see the bullshit. But ladies, understand, you being single is big dollars for big corporations. Because single women have basically no control over spending habits. Like she said,
That's
she
a fact.
dreads even going home. So this is why
Shop.
you see bitches shopping, making
Eating,
themselves feel
restaurants.
good. Dating themselves, making
Massages.
themselves feel good. Restaurants, making themselves feel good. Taco Tuesday, they at the club Thursday, they Friday, Saturday, brunch Sunday with the ladies. Anything to not go home and face that reality and that loneliness and hearing them walls talk. That's just what it is. Bitches are not happy single. It's a defense mechanism, and corporations are pushing that. Hey, be single, be single, be single. Because when you're under the thumb of a man, you ain't just about to be recklessly spending all your money. We finna have some discipline around here. We finna get some structure around here. Companies don't like that. They want women liberated and independent. Yeah, come spend all your money, bitch. Beyonce got a concert, $400. Yeah, come spend that. Fuck your light bill. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Oh, what's the name? Got a new purse out. Come spend 3 bands. Don't worry about your car note. Figure that shit out later. It's all fucking marketing. Don't believe none of this bullshit. But yeah, moving on. This is something I want to know. It's totally off topic, but fuck it. Airbnb or hotels when y'all traveling?
Oh,
And
Airbnb.
why?
Okay, both. It depends. So I think if it's a big group of people, Airbnb is probably better if you want to be with everybody and depend on what y'all got planned on the itinerary. Hotel if it's a small group, like if it's just like me and somebody else in a hotel, because you ain't got to do all that cleaning, you ain't got all them fees, you ain't got to do all that driving. You just everything's done for you. You just unpack your bag and live life.
I'm gonna say Airbnb, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot can go down more in the Airbnb with the hotel.
What?
Yeah? Like what you mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in the house by yourself. So typically when you're Airbnb, you kind of like out to yourself. So you can have as much in and out traffic, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You can have, a chef come. You can have backyard barbecue. You can have a little pool party. Like, it's a little more. You kind of get away with a lot more at the Airbnb than I believe at the hotel.
Airbnbs are getting way more strict. They got noise control. They got cameras. They not letting you run amok in their house.
I'm not saying run amok, but more so you can kind of like have a little more of a get together kind of at that Airbnb. At the hotel, you're really just sleeping and showering and you going about your travels.
Right.
Airbnb, you can kind of make more
How
of
you
the
feel about
experience.
it?
I'd rather have a hotel. It just depends on, like you say, on a group of people or whatever the case is. I'd rather have a hotel. Hotels, I believe, is more cleaner. They keep them more sanitized. They do more than Airbnbs. I believe that from my own experiences. I've been in certain Airbnbs where a nigga done woke up fucked up, probably from bed bugs or something. You know what I mean? So
God damn.
it just depends though. But some Airbnbs be fly. So it just depends. For me, I like views. I like certain things. So, but if I gotta choose every time, like I might choose the plush hotel if that's the case. If they both fly, I'm gonna choose the hotel.
I'm gonna say if they're on the same equivalent, I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna say one is bad, one is worse. If they both are 4 stars or 5 stars, I'm gonna go with the Airbnb.
Yeah. Well, I asked this question because article came out says Airbnb revenues are down like 50%. Like people aren't even able to really Airbnb they shit out. Like people is losing properties and all type of shit because the revenue that was booming.
Yeah.
That's just starting to drop. Like she said, they getting stricter. They ain't allowing parties. They got all these hidden fees now. Me personally, I've done a lot of traveling with groups and without groups. And every time, I'm going to say I'm the hotel nigga. Because even with the group, well, it depends on if you're single or not. If you're going on a guy's trip, the Airbnb might be a better option because y'all all can bring the ladies back.
You see what I'm saying?
It depends on the angle you're looking at it. But being like my age and
or even with the kids, even if you got the kids, you can kind of cook. You know what I'm saying? It's more cheaper as far as buying groceries and stuff like that too.
with the kids, like a family trip. But if we go on like a couples trip, I need that hotel, man.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, you go somewhere, you ain't really worried about cooking. You finna be eating whatever food.
Well, I'm saying going out to eat with a family get expensive fast.
Yeah,
No,
like,
I agree with y'all on that, but I'm just saying 9 times out of 10, if y'all going on vacation, you're not finna just be trying to be cooking at the goddamn Airbnb.
no, he's saying like with the kids, like
like
if
you
you
going
go
to
to
family
Miami
vacation,
and you
yeah.
trying to eat 3 times a day, boy,
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
just
gonna
add
add
up.
up
Add up
fast.
fast.
Like, listen,
that's
we finna cook one of these
$500,
meals. But I say the hotel because it's nothing like leaving just shit however you want and you come back
Yeah.
and everything is back
Clean.
clean,
That is
new
dope.
sheets, everything. Airbnb, it's gonna be exactly like
And
you
they
live.
want
you
and they
finna
want
do
you to
that.
clean.
You
and
finna
they
do
want you
that.
to do a little bit of work when you leave on the way out. Like put the
Exactly.
sheets right here by the bed.
Anything go wrong, it ain't nothing like hitting that customer service. Hey, I need such and such. I need new towels every day. Like it's just
And
nothing
all
like
Airbnbs
that
don't stock
hotel.
this shit right. They don't give you that complimentary shit.
Well, I'm saying
Right.
if we're going about the top ends, that I mean, you're gonna have it. I mean, and then you got to wash and dry in there too, though.
Then they got them hidden
Nigga ain't trying
cameras.
to be doing all that. Nigga, give me some brand new
Is that going
towels.
home?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's all you want y'all to watch.
Trey, I need 8 towels in this motherfucker. One for the
I'm not washing my
ground,
clothes.
one for my head. You know what I'm saying?
And I want just because.
Y'all niggas going,
I don't give no fuck.
Y'all the niggas that call the double tree like, y'all done leave a cookie here, man.
That's the double tree. Them cookies is different. They got crack in it.
See
I'm
what I'm-
telling you. I need like 8 every time. I know you're going to give out 2, but
Man,
I need
look.
8. But look, it's just if you on a couples trip with your girl, it's hard to really get cracking in the Airbnb with everybody in there. It feel like you at home with the kids. Like you got to be quiet. She got to be quiet. That hotel, you can go crazy. Like
Yeah, you gonna go crazy on vacation regardless, niggas. We gonna be on that balcony tonight. Airbnb, hotel,
look,
niggas.
I don't want to hear the homie and his girl. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
nigga.
Go to your fucking room.
It is.
And another thing, you don't really know people till you travel with them. Y'all be cool. You get to traveling with certain people and they getting them Airbnbs. Now they fighting with their girl, or this nigga got an attitude, or this bitch got
Or
an
money
attitude.
be funny.
Money be funny.
Yeah.
Trips can be ruined
Yeah.
by doing a group thing with the Airbnb. I got my hotel. Look, I don't give a fuck about what you got going on. My room is right here.
See y'all
Y'all
tomorrow.
figure that shit out on the set. But yeah, shout out
You
to
know
the
what
hotel.
though? You know what I think you should do before you go on a trip with people? Go out to dinner as a group. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know how they do it right there. Are we splitting the bills 4 away if it's 4 of us? If they ain't trying to do that, you already know the trip. They ain't ready for that. You get what I'm
Y'all
saying?
about to say, like, if you go with
It's
like,
small shit you can start seeing if you can be able to travel with somebody or not.
don't be the one like I only ordered salad.
Nigga,
Number
I'm
one,
pulling out the calculator.
Yeah.
Nigga, man, like,
I had
listen.
one soda. No, listen, there's 8 of us. We finna split this shit 8
Come
ways. It is what it is.
There we go,
Like
bro.
we ain't finna play no
I ain't gonna
games.
lie, like I do that. I definitely do the split your way, but what I do know that because I don't drink and niggas will order bottles and try to make it.
But if
I
they
don't
doing
fuck
that,
I don't fuck with the whole adding like for my tab specifically. Putting a whole bunch of drinks on my tab and they want me to pay for y'all goddamn because when I tell my friends like when I go with my certain friends that do the whole evenly split thing, then I bring my friend who we do the other shit with. I be like, if you gonna go eat with us, run it up because it only makes sense. Don't go ordering no little ass meal and think you about to pay $30 because you ain't gonna fuck around and pay $150. So if you gonna pay $150, you might as well get at least a meal that's $80 or some shit.
no,
you know what
I get with that. But
Make
if
the
a
shit, make
nigga up there
the money
ordering
make sense.
Moet, of course they gonna have to put
and
it. But I'm talking.
that happened to me once, and I was hot. I was nigga. My bill would have been $65. I ain't mind the $80, the $100. Nigga, I could spend like $250.
Well, if you don't drink, I get that. I'm not paying for your habits that I don't even have.
Come on now.
But it's like we all going to a 5-star.
Restaurant.
Why your broke ass in here
You
just
sure
ordering a
already know.
salad anyway?
Yeah, come on now.
Like, don't go with
Or
the group
appetizers
thing.
and
Like,
shit
come
like,
on.
yeah.
Oh, I had a water and I had
A crab cake. Yeah, a little shit like that.
appetizer.
Anything.
Get
like,
your broke ass shit
I
out of
have,
here.
I have a thing about that. Like even with traveling, like if you only got San Diego money, what the fuck you doing it wrong?
Yeah, that's what. But again, but it's little things you should do before you even go on
San
a
Diego
trip.
money in Rome is crazy.
Like why? Like, cause you ever seen a bitch that just be like, "What the fuck you out here for?" Like you sit here,
Like, you don't wanna partake in nothing?
Don't lie and act like you're here, bitch. You ain't never been to Rome. You ain't out here to relax, bitch. You didn't come out here to relax. You came out here to sightsee, eat food. You ain't never. Don't go do that. Like I hate.
We can drink wine back at home with the
or
same.
I hate the thirsty. I hate
Look, but I will say this. If I know you ain't got it, I'm not tripping. But just don't come, like she said, don't come like you got it.
Pump faking.
You pump fake it. Because if you don't got it, but I want you to come, I'm going to look out anyway. Don't even trip on that little extra on the bill. Get what you want anyway. Yeah. I got it. I got you.
Fact.
But don't be coming like you got it and I ain't partaking in nothing. Like, why'd you even come?
Yeah.
You fucking the trip up. But yeah, he want to go into another one. This one I want to talk about.
Now, she had like 5 out there. Go ahead.
This one more. I'm going to let her get one more because this shit got to be talked about. I don't know how we 33 episodes in never talked about this.
Ooh, shit, I'm interested.
Deadbeat moms. Moms who use their kids as a pawn, moms who keep the kids away from the dad, and then get to talking about dad is a deadbeat, and you playing games with the kid.
Oh yeah.
I know my man want to set it off.
Nigga,
set this shit off.
I'll go.
Set this shit off.
Listen, where the camera at? Which one we asked?
Look at all the motherfuckers.
Hey, fuck all deadbeat mamas that keep their kid away from the father that's actually trying to be there. Hope you bitches burn at the bottom part of hell. Fuck you hoes. On me, I can't stand a bitch that use their kid as a pawn and try to do shit like that. That is not talked about enough. The court system is designed to keep black men, and I'm always say this, it's gonna keep black men away from their father. I mean, keep their kids away from them. Because the way children's service is set up, the way the courthouse is set up, they show us no love in that motherfucker. I know this. I didn't have to take parenting classes, all that shit. Nigga, you have to be on your P's and Q's, 10 toes down, record clean, everything clean for the judge to even give you a look at joint custody, my nigga. Them bitches know how to play the system, my nigga, and I'm tired of that shit. They need to start doing it where, nigga, us as fathers, we need to start protesting child support, start protesting, nigga, about child custody, because these bitches get away with fucking murder when it comes to this family court shit, and they have no, unless your money is right for a lawyer, nigga, you cannot win going there self-representing yourself. Fuck them deadbeat mamas, nigga.
Hold on, I will say this. You absolutely can win representing yourself because I did it. I will say this. In family court, every Tuesday and Thursday, you go up to the courthouse before 4 o'clock.
Self-help.
They got the lawyers up there. They'll help you file your paperwork and everything. The thing with winning is consistency. Most men, they already under the preconceived notion that they're going to lose, so they don't even go through with it. And what you got to realize is they're going to stretch this shit out.
They are.
It's time consuming. It's stressful.
It's tedious.
You got to just keep coming. Do not let that bitch win, bro.
No.
You got to keep coming. They got tricks for your ass, but I'm telling you, if you are relentless, you can win because women are emotional, right? They're going to make mistakes. But you fucking deadbeat bitches, stop using kids as a pawn and then calling the man a fucking deadbeat because he got to fight for his kid.
Right.
Oh, what? Because I'm tired of bitches saying this. But why he don't just go fight for his kid? Why does he have to?
Facts.
If the shit go wrong with us, that's us. This ain't got shit
Nothing
to do with
the
him.
kids.
Bitches like, oh, it went wrong with us? Oh yeah, he over here because I know this gonna hurt you.
Yep.
So in return, I don't even give a
They
fuck.
want to
about
run to the
him.
county or put them on child. Off top, they want to do everything to hurt your pockets. They want to do all the bullshit to make you mad because you hurt their feelings.
Exactly.
Not because you're a great dad, because I'm upset at what you did to me in a relationship.
And that's another thing. There need to be some repercussions with this shit because these bitches can get away with putting fake cases on you. All type of shit.
Yeah.
And then when you go through and you finally win, the court's like, all right, cool.
Exactly.
Here go your 50-50.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What about everything this bitch did?
Man,
what about this bail money? I need that back. What about these lawyer
perjuries,
fees? I
my
need
nigga.
that
They
back.
push that
Like,
shit.
it's all type of shit that go on with that. And I feel like women are doing this because there's literally no consequence. So when y'all be seeing videos of dudes unaliving some of these women, I be feeling it. I be feeling where these dudes be coming from because women will take you there when you playing with a man's kids.
Facts.
That's not a game. They will make you want to unalive them. I ain't gonna say the real word because it'll get flagged.
Man.
So I'm gonna just say unalive. But trust me, they'll take you there. And before I keep on rambling, I want to know how they feel about it. They don't have kids, but I still want their take on it.
First, I dated somebody who I helped get full custody of his daughter.
Oh, good.
And I was like front row center. I wrote the points down, and he just so happened to have a good judge. And I remember that day we sat in court.
Do you mind what courthouse he was at?
Compton.
Nigga, for real?
Compton court. Like,
Fuck
that
Compton
day,
courthouse.
I swear to God, that judge granted 3 dads the full custody of their father. I watched them.
Was it an old white judge?
White judge, white
his
hair.
His name was Stephen Lowry? Stephen Lowry?
Let him go,
But
Joe.
I know that, and I know that what I do know is that as a man, I think that it always look better in your favor if you foul first. If you be the one to run out there.
Yeah.
It don't look like you're doing it because she's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be the one out there and you got to keep up with it. You gotta go to every appointment. Don't let her manipulate you. Like, oh, I'm gonna let you, and then you end up dropping the case. Once you drop that case, if you pick it back up, that shit gonna look like you teeter totter and
Go
they
full
ain't
throttle.
you
Yep,
serious.
you got to.
And a lot of times, I don't know if every man noticed that y'all also. So child support is not a woman's thing. It's not a man's thing.
It's who makes more money. It's the income. Yes, no, it is.
It's who make more
It's who
money.
makes more money.
No, it's not.
Yes, trust me.
So
they have a formula.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is,
and it's off the gross, not the net.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, a man, like, so say for instance, if you get even if y'all have 50, so a person,
You can have 50-50 and still pay child support.
I know that, and the person, so both of y'all can file child support.
I understand.
So if you have 50-50 of your kids and she got 50, she filed child support for that 50% that that she has them,
but
you can also file child support.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, look, we gotta correct you on this.
I'm telling you,
we done both been through it.
Yes.
They don't care. They have a formula, and the only thing that matters, 9 times out of 10, the man gonna make more money than the woman. They gonna say, "Hey, you make more money." Of course, they gonna give a fuck. They gonna put your gross whatever your income
gross
in this formula. It's gonna spit out a number based on the percentage of custody y'all share.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she gonna get that bread.
Yep, facts. Even
that's how that shit go. It don't even matter.
You can make 50,000.
They told him that he can also file child support.
No, you can file.
You can file,
but it might not be in your best interest due to that formula.
Yep.
That's what they told me. Like, look, nigga, you make a little. Yeah,
exactly. Especially if you get raises, you get a promotion at your job, stuff like that. If you was to go back and try to file again, you may have to pay more. That's why sometimes it's like, if you, whatever that amount is, you got to thug it out until that child get 18. I'm telling you, real shit. See, this is a lot of shit. No, this is a lot of shit us as black men, we don't get to talk about. I had to learn all this shit as a pathfinder. Nigga, I had to run through this shit like, man, what the fuck? We didn't talk about this shit until I started going to the barbershop. So I started talking to my nigga about it. We don't talk about this shit as men. So really, in reality, even if you got 50-50 custody, if I even make $10,000 more than that woman, I'm still going to pay child support.
Yeah, it's a fucked up system. Yeah. But I will say this about the striking first. If she's showing any type of signs of starting to play them games, go file, bro.
Go.
Listen,
go.
Because I know a lot of street niggas is like, man, I can't fuck with the bro. This is family court. This has nothing to do with the streets. Trust me, because she gonna eventually follow you, and now it's an uphill battle. You gotta strike first. You feel me? Yep. I ain't gonna put my own business out there, but just know, like I said, we done been through this shit. Strike first, my nigga. Trust me. It's always going to be better for you because you're going to have to deal with a whole lot with that uphill battle. And what I see a lot of dudes failing at is they get in their emotions because it's like, God damn, court date after court date after court date.
It gets
after court
tedious.
date.
You got to miss work, all that shit.
Work. You taking vacation days. They garnishing your pay. Mind you, when you win, they're going to give you all your money back. Trust me, as far as the money that they garnished. Don't ask me how I know. I know. You're going to get all that bread back. So, never give up. Never give up.
I'm going to just say this. When you do have a lawyer, your case gets seen first and when you are self-represented. I do know that for a fact.
Yeah, it might get seen first, but for the people that don't have lawyer money, because I know a lot of dudes. Yeah, that shit's
expensive.
A lot of dudes will say, damn, I can't afford a lawyer. Nigga, you don't need one because it's family court. You can represent yourself. You're literally going in there with your evidence. So all the fucked up messages she's sending, all the messages that you sending saying, I want to see my kid.
Stop
and she
phone
like,
calling, make everything a text.
Everything a paper
never
trail.
give money, direct cash money to a woman. Every Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, do not, hey, if it's
and
not.
have your shit together.
Hold on.
That's a fact.
One more thing. Let me just say one more thing. Hey, buying your child shoes, clothes, that's not child support. Those are gifts. If it's not child care for school or anything or health care, that's the only thing that's considered child support. Clothes, shoes, food, those are fucking gifts.
If you ain't got nowhere for your kid to sleep, you ain't got nowhere for you to sleep, just go get your shit together before you go up to the court building.
No, this was fucked up. They don't care. This is why he said the system is set up against men, because what y'all don't know is, I would have had the whole spiel, but I ain't even want to go into that deep. They get paid off men being on child support. The system makes money. I'll break it down how another episode when we got time because we run out of time. Right. But it's designed for men to lose because they win when men lose. This is why they typically give it to women. But it's fucked up because even if you got your shit together, they will take from you to give to her. Don't ask me how I know. But they'll set her up with somewhere to live, some shelter program or some shit. Bro. While they taking money from you, bro. Even though you have a house with they got their own room and everything. They'll come look and be like, okay, cool, that's nice. You make how much? Cool, we finna take half of that, get her so she can get her shit together.
And know that if you ever took care of your child's mother kid that is not yours.
Oh, yeah,
if you
step
mention that,
Yeah, you blow.
you blew it, and now
Yeah, you blow.
you obligated to continue to.
That's another reason why being a stepdad.
Continue to not. You gotta continue that whole like life that you've been given that child. You gotta continue that life.
That's when you know they playing with niggas at that
Yep.
point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because they don't.
But that goes
they
to
don't
prove
want
your
to
point that they making money off of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna be
men
paying for
gotta
that little
stand up,
bastard
bro.
that ain't even yours.
Yep. So if you mention like, oh, I've been taking care of her daughter. Oh, you've been taking care of her daughter. Say less. You gotta continue to take care of that daughter. Yes, you gotta
Cook.
be real careful.
Look, the last
The last thing.
couple minutes. What you
last
got
thing I
for
want to
us?
talk about is what do you guys feel about self-pleasing?
Define
Like
so
masturbation?
please.
So-
Masturbate.
masturbation,
That's
yeah.
how.
Masturbation.
Listen.
Get them days
Do
over
some
with.
push-ups. Go out, make some money. Go build something. Go learn a skill. Go learn how to fight, how to shoot. Become a man's man.
Facts.
There ain't no man's man be in the room jacking off like a little bitch. You want to get a nut off? Go work for it. Go get a woman to get a nut off for you. That's how I feel about it.
I'm gonna say it's like age appropriate. I feel like teenage, like adolescent wise, okay, that's cool. That's, you're discovering yourself. Like you said, when you become an adult, honestly, I feel like you shouldn't have that much time in your hand to be sitting around jacking off anyway.
Right.
Go do something. Go to
Yeah,
work.
if you ain't in jail, nigga,
Like, yeah,
why are you
yeah,
jacking off? Because there's
jail-
women on the street.
Jail and adolescence. You get what I'm saying?
Pay for it if you got
Other
to.
than that, it shouldn't be no reason why
Y'all-
a man.
I agree. Go put that energy into something else, but there's a lot of niggas watching porn. It's a
I mean,
lot
of course,
niggas-
like,
a lot of niggas doing that.
When it
That's a problem.
when
Yeah,
it
no,
comes
it is.
to women masturbating, so I don't masturbate, never have, never plan to.
You ain't
is-
fucking with that rose?
No.
She got that big
I've never used a toy in my life, but more so because I think that masturbation for women is like desensitizing our vaginas.
Facts.
So if the more so like if I got a man that I love, right? Yeah, because I feel like it's another way to eliminate the man out of the woman's life. That's how I take it. I think because like if I go to the sex store and I go buy a big King Kong big 3000, that motherfucker vibrate and squirt out and do a twirl. Then I think I got a man at home that I love who ain't doing what that's doing. Now I'm no longer satisfied. My man is no longer satisfying me. So now I don't need him to pay my bills. I don't need him to buy me a house. I don't need him to buy me clothes. And I don't need him to have sex with me. So I don't do that because I want to continue to always have the love and
intimate
the touch.
See, that's the same thing I was saying about having multiple that high body count. You're gonna end up in that same position.
Yeah. But see, the thing with men is masturbation kills your drive.
Yeah.
Because your sex drive is supposed to be used as a force. This is also why semen retention is a thing. Why you ain't supposed to just be busting nuts all over the goddamn place. So instead of, like he said, instead of sitting there jacking off like a little fucking clown, like why you? It's women out here, bro. They outnumber us like 7 to 10. The fuck is you doing jacking off? Go find the fat bitch. Go find the ugly bitch. It's hoes on Fig. Take you a trip. Passport bros. They giving out pussy like hotcakes, nigga. We just came from Colombia. There's no reason for a grown man to be jacking off unless you incarcerated and ain't no women in there.
Right.
And even if you in there, try to fuck a guard, bro. Like something. Like
Just
do
don't fuck
something
the
else.
niggas.
Whenever you feel like jacking off,
She said, "Don't
whoa,
fucking nigga."
red flag. Do some push-ups. Whenever you feel like you need to jack off, do some
Facts.
push-ups. Go to the gym. Go run a mile.
Something
Nigga, go
constructive
write
with
your
yourself.
goals down. Do something constructive, bro. Stop watching
Yeah.
porn too,
I agree.
because that will drive you to want to go talk to women. If the only way you could get a nut off is through a woman, it's gonna fuel you to go get a woman. It's gonna fuel you to do the things to get a woman. No real man on the streets is jacking off. You a fucking clown and a fucking loser. But yeah, we're gonna end this on this one.
Facts.
Share, like, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. The Viral Way. We'll be
Your
back at
favorite
y'all
villain,
again
baby.
with another one.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest when they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.